see what's going on here. You are live. Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing? Hopefully you can see us, you can hear us. Just waiting for it to pop up my phone, so now I know we've gone live. But as you can see, we've got the great Gene from Reloading from the Hot Pot with us tonight. We're going to do something a bit different. We'll do a little interview. I can see already a few of you guys have commented. You're looking forward to this. And it's going to be fun. These interviews always turn out pretty good. So thanks for joining me, Gene. I really appreciated you giving up your time to come on my show and do this interview.
If I wasn't on it, I'd be watching it. Thank you for having me.
Before we call out the side chat, just sort of give a quick little note about yourself and what you do before we get into this, and then I'll call the side chat out.
Well, let's see. As my channel name says, I am a reloader. I work at a reloading supply. I work at Republic Ammunition, as most of you know. I am a 43-year veteran tattoo artist. I drove a semi for a while. Raced motorcycles. And I'm just, I like to do everything. If I have any interest in something, I dive into it and I find out about it. And that's just my nature.
That's cool. So you've definitely lived life. You're enjoying yourself.
You have to. If you sit back and look and wonder, that's how you're going to live it. You're just going to sit, look, and wonder. I'm one of the ones I see, I get up, and I move forward on it.
That's it. It's a good attitude. Really good attitude. Cool. So, okay, guys, before we get into this, let me just quickly call out the side chat and say hi to everybody who's jumped in here. So first one on tonight was Bamba Dad. Wolf's out there. Good to see you guys. Colt 1927. The great Viheo's out there. He's been sitting in the hot seat. He knows all about this little interview that I've done. So he's done one. I think he enjoyed it as well. And we've got Reloading from the Hot Pot in the side chat and on the screen here. CW's out there. Good to see you, CW. Tactical Fud, Dale Pogue, Shane 44 Mag is there. Willie Morano, good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Just going to go down and see if there's anybody else here. A moment. Tactical Rabbit 308 is out there. Good to see you. Fluffy 10mm Jeep guy. Duffer 426, Rich B, good to see you guys. Thanks for jumping on. G23, good to see you, G. Thanks for joining us. Dale Pogue is out there. And I think we're almost there. Brutal Bob, good to see you, Bob. Edward Petty, thanks for joining us. Good to see you. Tactical Third. Sorry if I've called you out twice. We just make sure we got everybody. And there we go. Willie Morano, we're up to date there. So thanks everybody for joining us. We're going to do a draw a little bit later on like we normally do. So tonight's going to be hashtag Mac51. So hashtag Mac51 will get you into the draw. I've got a little draw tonight. I've got some stickers to give away. My little screwdriver, little patch, and I believe Gene wants to do a little giveaway as well. So we can have two little giveaways tonight for some stickers and things, guys. So just put in the hashtag Mac51, and that'll get you in the draw. So if anybody who's seen my previous little interviews I did one with Hillbilly Up. I've done with Viejo as well. It's mainly about reloading, casting, gun related. Some of it goes into other bits, but it's mainly around what we do every day. If there's a question I throw out that Gene is not happy answering, we'll just move on. But we should be okay.
You
ready, Gene?
Sure. Fire away.
So an easy one to start. When can you remember you started to reload?
I had experience in my childhood making sinkers with my grandfather. So I already knew about casting. I already knew about prepping lead, purifying it, melting it, smelting it, all this other stuff involved with it, sorting it. So that kind of led me into reloading. And I started reloading around about 10 years ago.
Cool. And you said about you did casting with your dad with sinkers. When did you get into the casting side for bullets?
About the same time I started reloading. I jumped both feet first into the lake.
Yeah.
I just dove straight into it. I did homework on it, and then I just took off, you know.
That's cool. And quickly, guys, if any of you got questions you want to throw out there, please throw them into the side chat. And if we can answer them, we'll answer them. If they're appropriate, we'll put them up and throw them at me. You can throw them at Gene, and we'll try and pick up on them as we're going through. Okay. Can you remember your first press? Which was your first press you started out with?
I bought a Lee Loadmaster.
That was probably your first enter into it?
That was my first reloading press, was a Lee Loadmaster Progressive.
And how did that go?
Well, let's see. I only blew up the primer trough once. After that, I learned my lesson. I figured out how to get it dialed in, but like I said, I'm a feet first kind of guy. I didn't do the straight wall 38, 357 single stage press like I was advised to do. I just jumped in and bought a Progressive right away.
As you do. Whatever's there. Yeah, I'm lucky enough. I've never had a primer tube go up on me. I've seen videos and people who have done it, but I've never, touch wood, it's never happened, and I hope it doesn't.
It'll make you step back.
I've had a primer pop off. Don't get me wrong. I've had some primers go off, a single one, but I've never had the whole tube go. And I hopefully it doesn't do it.
Well, it was a short tube. It didn't get the primers in the holder. It just got the tube, the trough that comes down, and it blew the trough apart. It was definitely a TP moment after that, shall we say.
So there's G23. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, I would believe that would be a bun entity.
Yeah, if it's in a sandwich, you'd have to be between bread, I think, slices of bread. If it's in a roll, it's more of a bun thing. So yeah. I'd say no, it wouldn't be a sandwich.
It'd be a bun entity.
Dale says his first press was a Red T7. Rich B, he's always asking really good questions. So I think he's going to be pretty new. I don't know if he started loading yet, but he's still getting in there. And he's saying, what 3 suggestions would you have for a reloader? 3 key tips to get started out on the right foot. Which way
number 1, information, research, homework, books. We have the access to the internet now. Absolutely research. Before you do anything, before you buy any equipment, don't be like Gene and just jump in the lake.
It's a lot easier now.
The next tip is definitely start on a single stage press. Don't jump in with the Progressive like I did. Looking back, I wish I would start on a single stage and learn the process a little more refined. And instead of all the trials and errors that I went through. But those trials and errors did teach me a lot about reloading, configuring a load if you don't have data, and being safe about it. 3, man, be fun, have fun, be safe, and shoot more.
Yep. I go down the same lines as you saying. Nowadays, there's so many YouTube channels out there. I know we've been restricted back a little bit from what we're allowed to do on here now, but I try and make dummy rounds up, which gives you the whole process of what you can see. So always load a couple of dummy rounds up, and you can put them in and cycle them through your firearm to make sure that they're going to cycle as well. So that's good. There's so much information, so many books, so many videos, forums. Just read. And it's the same when I buy any equipment, I'll go onto YouTube and I'll watch countless numbers of videos on that item just to get to see the pros, the cons. Everybody's got different opinions. Some might like it, some might don't. And the ones that don't like it, you want to pay more attention to those as well, because they'll give you the reasons why they don't. And it might be a silly reason, or it might be a reason that you can relate to. So yeah, but the biggest thing is research and just asking questions. That's what you want to be doing.
Homework. You know, the three reloaders I started watching when I first started really getting into the YouTube side of reloading was Fortune Cookie 45. Excellent source there. Elvis Ammo and Iraqi Veteran. Because Iraqi Veteran used to do a lot of stuff on casting and reloading back in the early days of his channel.
Yeah. And Viejo's got a great comment there saying that try and find a mentor. So if you go to your local gun range, talk to the guys, ask them who's reloading, and maybe ask, would you mind helping me out? Could you teach me a little bit? I want to get into it. And some are just going to go, no, I don't want nothing to do with you. But other people want to share their information. Like all of us, we love sharing information. So just find that guy that you can go. He might come to your house. He can go to yours, and you can play around. And that's a great comment from Walter there.
I had one of those. A good friend of mine, Ben, was doing some reloading on a single stage press. I think he had an RCBS, and I was talking to him about it, and he's like, "Man, you should just start reloading us." And he was my main inspiration into getting back into casting and things. And it's kind of gotten to the point that I love Ben to death. He's a good brother of mine, been a great friend for a long time. But I think about a month ago, he called me up, was asking me questions. And I'm like,
that's what it's all about.
It was an honor to help him, you know. So I helped him set some stuff up over the phone, talking to him. And then we video chatted and made sure everything was right. So
you never stop learning. And you never stop learning. You'll always learn something new. Something will pop up and you think, oh, that's a great idea. And you never stop learning this game. There's so much, you just never know it all. So, okay, let me have a look at my list here. So we've done that one. So if money was an object, what piece of reloading equipment would you really like to put in your collection? If you had a choice of anything, what would you like to put into your collection?
A complete Mark 7 automated setup with bullet feeder, primer feeder. You know, the little rotating vibratory tray that goes up.
Yep.
I'd like to have a full setup. A friend of mine has one, and I get to watch him run that, and I'm jelly. We're talking raspberry jelly. It just works beautiful, and he just keeps everything filled. It's wonderful. Yeah.
Thing is, I don't do that so much competition shooting, so I don't go through that much like what you do. But for you, I can see, yeah, that would be a great investment for the amount of 9mm that you load and all the competitions you and your missus does. So yeah, that's a great bit of equipment.
Yeah. Everybody out there listening, I load for 2.
Yep. Yes, you do.
I load for me and Miss Hotshot, and she shoots almost every event I go to. So if I need 500 rounds for an event, no. I need 1,000. If I need 200 for a local match, no. I need 400.
Yeah. And then on the same sort of gist to that question, I probably know what you're going to say, but again, money's no object. What firearm would you want? Pistol and rifle.
Oh, well, I kind of gave you a hint in the back in the green
Yeah.
room. I'd probably want a custom built 300 PRC. That caliber just interests me. The information I've read on it interests me. Being able to shoot out to pretty much unruly distances with it interests me.
Yeah.
So that would be my rifle caliber. Shotgun, probably that fancy dancy Terran Tactical 3-gun competition shotgun. You know, that
Nice.
$6,000 shotgun. Pistol. I would want a Bull Armory Bullaceras, which is a 9-major open gun, and it's one of Bull Armory's custom built, hand fitted firearms they make.
Nice.
And it's it's economical on the cost. It's not as much as a lot. It's less than a Honcho, an Infinity Honcho. So yeah, the Bull Armory Bullaceras. Pops
Nice,
had one.
nice choices there. VAO says he wants my Colt single action army. If I ever part with it, you can have first choice in it. How's that, VAO? But I don't think I will part with it. But if it did ever come up, I'd let you know. I'd tease you. So this is one that I quite like because it does affect us all. So what law would you like to change if you had a chance to change one law relating to our community?
That the Second Amendment stands and everything else is not eligible for discussion.
Very nice. That covers everything then, really, doesn't it?
No discussion about the Second Amendment. The Second Amendment is absolute. It's only greedy politicians and backstabbing individuals that have gotten themselves stuck in the systems that want to try to control our rights.
Yep, I'm with you there. I am with you there. And I think my choice would be that we wouldn't need tax stamps for suppressors and short barrel rifles. I would leave the tax stamp on for fully auto because I can understand that's a completely different category. And yes, I believe that should be a bit tighter. But for suppressors and for short barrel rifles, I think we should just be able to go in, do your background check, and walk out with that item. I don't think we should have to tax stamp it. That would be mine. That would be my thing on that as well. Not going to ponder too much on that because we don't want to go into too many laws. But I just like to get people's opinion on it. What because everybody's got a different opinion. It's great to hear everybody's opinion.
Well, you know, the Constitution says shall not be infringed, and that covers all firearms. And then the other accessories, like you said, the suppressors. You should be able to walk in and buy a suppressor. If you can pass a background check for a pistol or a rifle, you should be able to buy a suppressor or a short barreled rifle. There's
no reason not to.
The knife in my pocket is more dangerous than a suppressor.
Yep. So I can see Boomstick Revenge has joined us. Good to see you. M. Gabriel is out there. I saw somebody else. Oh, Hillbilly Up has joined us, and he'd like to outlaw hard seltzer. That was a pretty easy one from Hillbilly. We know how much he loves his hard seltzer.
That's going to be hard on him if they outlaw that.
He loves shooting that stuff, doesn't he? Lasco and Andy has joined us. Good to see you. And the beautiful Miss Hotshot is out there. Thanks for popping in. And I think we're pretty much caught up again. There you go. So, do you hunt at all?
Hunt what? Oh,
Deer, pigs. Are you
no.
a hunter?
No, I am not. I have not hunted for a long, long time. That was my grandfather and I's favorite thing to do was go hunting because we got to go out to the woods and spend time together. We would mushroom hunt, deer hunt, rabbit, squirrel, um, pheasant. But after he started getting older and really couldn't get out and do it anymore, I backed away from it too. That was our bonding time through growing up. My grandfather was like my father. He was the male figure in my life. He's the one that introduced me to hunting, firearms, crossbows, things like that.
Do you miss going out hunting and hunting a deer or something, or a pig? Do you miss it, or is it just something that you've done and you're not interested anymore?
I miss the time I had with my grandfather doing that. Do I know how to do it? Yes. Could I sustain myself? Yes, due to his teachings. I know which mushrooms not to eat. I know which plants not to lay down on and take a nap. Not saying how I know that, but I do know that. But I don't have the interest to go out and do it at this time. They sell meat at the store, so
Yeah. That's a bit
I know
easier.
I know there's nothing like going out. I used to go salmon fishing with my grandfather up to Michigan, and when you could actually legally fish salmon from the lakes and the streams up there, and that was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Bringing those salmon in like that. I just, like I said, after he stopped and then passed away, it just kind of all went to the wayside.
Okay.
And we do have fishing poles and tackle and things like that here at the house. I can tie a hook on and bait it and throw it out there and get a piece of wood to whittle on and wait.
Probably there's not enough time in the day to do everything you want to do. That's the biggest problem, isn't it?
At this age, Mac, no. you know it just as much as me.
Yeah.
At this age, we're thinking about what are we going to do for retirement.
Yeah.
It's not far. So we're trying to. I'm trying to get myself set up, get my accounts built up, let everything start to grow a little bit, so I can have some leisure time.
That's what we're all working towards too. So Rich B says, how many cases do you usually sort through on a busy day at your job? I'm not sure what he means by what cases, maybe bags of ammo stuff.
I'm going to say mixed cases because we get bags of brass in from ranges from all over the country.
Did we lose sound? Are we still here? Are we off? What's going on, guys? Something's happened here. Are we still live? Or are we being dropped off?
I froze.
Oh, you froze. Oh,
yeah, we got good internet, but we got a lot of stuff on.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've done that one. So you've done the hunting bit. So what is your favorite pistol? Not that you own at the moment. What would you say would be your favorite pistol, and also your favorite rifle if you've got a mixture of rifles out there as well?
That I do own or have owned?
Yeah, not something on a wish list, something you've either owned or you own now.
My favorite rifle to take out is my Henry 45 Colt. I enjoy shooting that. I just like throwing those big chunks of lead down range on a steel plate and watching it rock. And just the whole thought of the just cranking that lever and buckhorn sights. It's just beautiful. Pistol. I've owned a lot of pistols. Man. My staccato. I like my staccato.
There you go.
It shoots flat. It feels good in the hands. It's got a crisp trigger. It's a 1911 with guts.
That's cool. That is cool. And I saw then, what did VAO say? You two boys are the type that you're in for a great surprise on retirement. You think you're busy now. Yeah. You're probably right there. You're probably right there, Walter. You're probably right. Let's have a look. So this is going, this could go either way. What do you regret not doing in life? Is this something that you could have done and you didn't and you regret it?
This is something personal for me.
Yeah.
So my allergies been kicking in all day, guys. Something I regret not being able to do, and that is father children.
Okay. That's a big one.
I have no children. I've tried and tried and tried. End up the doctor said no. So that's one thing in my life I regret, is not being able to have natural children.
Cool. Thanks for sharing that with us. I know that could be a tough question I ask, but it's just, it's something out there. And like I said, you don't have to answer things like it, guys, if you ever come on here, but it's just interesting. We get a feedback of who we are, what we do. And then on the flip side of that, do you regret doing something? Is this something that you think, oh, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, Gene, but it's entirely up to you.
There's so many. So let me write them all down in a basket on paper, fold them up and put them in a basket and pick one out. Oh. Outside of marrying my first wife, I regret selling my F-150. I had a beautiful 2005 F-150 Super Crew Lariat. When I sold it, it looked like you just taken it out of the showroom. I took such good care of that truck. It drove good. It rode good. It looked good. I had it in car shows, and I still hauled furniture in it.
That's cool.
I regret getting rid of that truck.
Cool. Because, like I said, they were a bit personal, and it's just that I try to cover a wide range. So I'm not forcing people to answer, but if they want to answer, people love to know this stuff.
Well, I'll tell you what, on my community post, I've got pictures of it that were taken in 2016, right before I sold it. I'll put those on my community post, and you all can see this truck, man. It was amazing. Just beautiful.
I can see AR Patriot Elliot has joined us. Good to see you, Elliot. Thanks for jumping on here and trying to keep an eye on the side chat as well. So let me just take these two. So I've had a couple of questions there. When I was doing it, there was I think your good lady actually threw a question out, and I've added it to my list.
Oh.
The question was, it's a good one. So if the shit hit the fan and you had a bug out, what rifle and what pistol or a shotgun, what would you take with you? What would be your bug out firearms?
My Glock and an AR. Standard. There's going to be a lot of AR magazines around, lots of ammo.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of Glock mags, a lot of 9mm ammo. So that's I know that's simplicity at its best, but when you have to look at the averages for what is owned out there, what's available out there, um, that's what it's going to be. My Glock and my AR.
That's cool. It's just you thought very practical about that, didn't you?
Oh yes, I've already got a bag set up.
You know you're going to be able to get parts for that stuff. You're going to get ammo for it. It's always going to be available. I can see Kyle has joined us. Kyle Lusk is out there. Good to see you, Kyle. Thanks for jumping on.
And I could load 9mm using a rock and a screwdriver. So
that's one good thing with 9mm. You can pretty much load it anywhere, and you don't have to worry too much about it. And you could even get to a point. So I know it's not the way to do it, but you could almost load 9mm with a powder, without a scales.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you could probably just put enough in there to fire, to keep you alive, and to do what you need to do. Very basic stuff. You could load 9mm.
Yeah,
that's good. That's a great answer. So Walter sent a few questions to me as well. Do you feel like you have more reloading gear than you actually need?
No. No.
Most people say yes, but
do you?
The other way.
Do you?
I got a lot of stuff, but I still want more. There's still more stuff I see out there that I want, but I've got to wind it back a little bit.
The person that says yes doesn't reload. They just bought a couple of things and it sits in the corner collecting dust. In that case, email me at reloadingfromthehotpot@gmail.com and I'll send you my address for shipping.
Yeah, we can all do that. I probably know the answer to this one again, but he's asked, if you could only reload one caliber, what would that be?
The most common 9mm.
Nah,
I love reloading. I love reloading everything. I reload everything from 380 that I have dies for all the way to 44 mag. Quite a few rifle calibers. So I'm capable of reloading anything, but the most common is going to be used, like, just in case it hits the fan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need stuff for that G word thing I've got.
Yep. Another thing he asked, just going to try to read this right. With primers now costing 10, 15 cents a piece, would you still reload 9mm when you can buy factory ammo for $12 to $15 a box?
Yes. Because I'm going to cast my bullets.
Yeah.
And I have friends that own tire shops, and we get in barrels of lead at the shop. So I've been stacking quite a bit back, more than I tell anybody. So casting my own bullets, then now the projectiles are free, and I can cast bullets over a fire. I don't need electric. I got them cool little scoopers where you can fill the mold.
Yeah. Bamba Dad is looking too close at my reloading room. Look what he just said there. Right there. Only because it's on a quick change plate, Bamba Dad. And at the moment, I've got my Lee Classic press over there that I do 357 on. So I swap them around because I got no room on my bench for another inline fabrication mount. So I have to swap them around. So that's why that's sitting there. That's the only reason it's sitting there, because I'm using a Lee over there. But good eyes.
Mac, man, you could always build an addition on.
I should knock this wall out in front of me and go straight into the dining room and just take over the whole dining room as well. But she would have a fit.
Compromise. Take half of it.
I wouldn't even ask. I would not even ask.
I think I would be afraid to ask too.
I'm going to keep all my body parts on me. I don't want to lose anything.
Now, I have met her, so I'm going to agree with you there. I have had the pleasure of meeting you and your wife in person and breaking bread together, and it was fantastic.
We had such a good weekend, and you, like I said, you need to come down here, spend some time, come shooting with me, and we'll take you to Vegas because I know you and your missus are itching to get into Vegas, and
we'll probably be out as soon as it gets cold here. We'll be heading there.
Keep in touch, and you're welcome anytime, and we'll take you there, and we'll have a party in Vegas. It'll blow your mind what goes on there. Just sitting on the street watching people, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I was there once out in Vegas for Ducati Revs America. When the motorcycle brand Ducati, they go around the world and they to different countries, and they do this every year. Well, they came to America, and I actually went out there and was working with a gentleman who was selling an aftermarket Ducati part. So I got to see Vegas from the working, living there kind of side. You know, I didn't get to see the party side of it. I got to see the work side of it, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and then going into the casinos and stuff with the people I was staying with where they worked. So I would like to see the sit down and watch it, have fun side.
Yeah, you definitely do that when you come out to this because we know where to sit, where to watch, and where to party. It's fun. It is fun. Okay, let's see what else he asked for a question. Oh, yeah, this is quite a good one. We all use some cheaper equipment here and there. What one piece of gear do you think reloaders should never skimp on? You should spend money on one piece of equipment. What would you say that would be?
A good press. You can buy a set of Frankfurt Arsenal digital scales, and if they go bonkers, they're cheap. You just throw them away and you buy another set, or you try a different brand. But yeah, a press. If you're going to get into this, spend the money on a good press, because a good press equals precision, equals quality ammunition, equals happier, fun trigger time.
Yeah. And for me, I would say if you're doing a lot of rifle reloading and you like shooting a long distance, an annealing machine, it saves you in the long run a lot of money because you can get so many firings out. What are you doing there now?
This is my annealing machine.
Yeah, I know. I've tried doing it, and it's
hot.
I spent the money on one, and I'm so glad I did. And like I said, I anneal every single round after every single fire in, and that would be one piece of equipment I would say myself would be an annealing machine. And here's another nice little one he's put out. So what do you think of starter kits? All manufacturers offer like a starter kit with everything in for beginners. Would you recommend buying a kit over buying the individual pieces and picking out what you actually want? Or would you say go and buy that starter kit?
Individual pieces. Because half of that starter kit's going to get sat to the side, thrown in a box, put in a yard sale, put on eBay, or just forgotten about. You should go with each individual component and make sure you try to get a good quality component for what your budget allows. Because everybody has a different budget level.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those kits come out. Yeah, they're good. They give you everything, but a lot of stuff in there is you're gonna change it out. So you're gonna end up with stuff. Half that stuff you're gonna change out. You're not gonna be happy with it. I know it's a quick fix to get you going, but I would personally say myself, same as you, stay away from the starter kits and do your research and buy what you want.
Yeah, like we said before, the first thing you should buy is every manual you can get your hands on.
And there's a question coming out related to what you just said there now. So with this is all still coming from Walter, his questions. With all the information online for powders, reload, everything, do you think reloaders should still have printed manuals on their benches?
Yes, absolutely. As I said before, you can, even if your data is not in there, you can work around that and work up something safe where internet is going to give you Joe Blow's experiment, his chemistry experiment. You need to have printed manuals in front of you.
Yeah, you've got to have like I said, I use both. I'll have two manuals open and I've got the internet open. So you've got three references. You can never have enough references because that one manual might have that mistake. And then you'll only catch it if you're looking at two or three different sources. Because if you just go for one and there's a mistake in there, boom.
It's too easy to download PDF files for all these different powder manufacturers and all the reloading manuals. And I've got them all on PDF in my files. If I don't have internet, I can look at them.
Yep.
I still have reference on with my handheld device as well as printed books. I was trying to find a load for Clean Shot, Shooter's World Clean Shot. I got a hold of a pound of that, and I couldn't really get a whole lot of data for the bullet that I wanted to use. So I just looked up the burn rate of it, then referenced over to the powder, to the bullet that I was going to use, to a different powder, and I went by burn rate. And I took him to the range the other day and shot him. Fine.
That's good. I can see Doug Thomas has joined us. Good to see you, Doug. And Chad Kelly joined us as well. So thanks for joining us, guys. We really appreciate it. Codes there. I don't load from internet sources. So what I like to do is when I check the internet and you go onto the Hodgkin site or the IMR site, it's giving you their data direct from themselves, only their data on that specific powder. When you go to a Lineman book or the Hornady book or the Sear, it gives you multiples. But it's always nice to have that just one reference, because normally that the internet source is normally pretty correct. But like Colt, I don't just use that. I use my books, but I always have the internet open when I'm loading. So great comment, Colt. Thanks for that. I really appreciate it. Okay, is there anything else here? Do you favor purchasing your shooting reloading needs locally, even if the prices are higher, or are you more likely to go for the cheaper online option?
I always look locally first on anything that I even think I can buy locally. I always go to my local LGS because that's mom and pop stores.
Yeah.
I frequent a family owned gun store that have pretty much everything that I'm going to need. So I always go there first. Always, before I'm going to order online, I call them. Heidi picks up the phone. Hey, Heidi, it's Gene. How you doing? Do you have this in stock? Or can you get it? And sometimes I get a yes, a no, or a yes and a no. So I kind of play by that.
Yeah, I like to go to my local shops, even though sometimes they're more expensive on certain items, but they take care of you on other items.
Mm-hmm.
Anything used comes in, they always take care of me. I buy a lot of stuff from, I use two mainly local gun stores. One I buy all my used stuff from, and then the other one I buy my new and my products from. Unless they, like I said, if they haven't got it, obviously we have to source somewhere else. But I always try to buy local if I can.
When I went and picked up my Bergara, they have layaway at this LGS, which is really nice.
That's good.
So when I went and picked up my Bergara, she told me the amount of it. She said, "Oh, by the way, I gave you another $100 off." I said, "Why?" She said, "You're a good customer." So over the overall price of it, she gave me another. Besides giving me the discount in the first place, she gave me another $100 off of it. And I just thought that was really good, you know. So next time we went back in, Ms. Hotshot got me a gift card for Christmas. And I took that gift card for Christmas and went in there and spent it.
Yep, that's cool. What was I going to say? So, and it's nice in my gun shop. I could go up there and say something happened, and we all, oh, I need to buy 20 bricks of primer, and I want to buy 5 8-pound jugs of powder. He'll put them all in a box and put them on layaway for me, and I can go in and pay every week on them for the next 3 months. He won't sell them. He'll put my name on them and keep them. And then even maybe a month down the line, everything's sold out. He still sits on my stuff until I paid for it, and he lets me have it for the price we arranged on the day. So that's good. You know what I'm saying? That's
yeah. That's, you know what? I've got layaway at that Republic Ammunition.
Why not?
You know, he knows I'm coming in the next day. My paychecks, he knows how much money I make. So when I need that 8-pound jug of powder, I just hold it up and go, I'm taking it home. Let me know. Then I'll go in every once in a while. I'll go, what's my bill? I need to pay on it.
Here's a quick one from Tactical Rabbit. Gene, where did you find Shooter's World burn rate chart?
Should the new burn rate charts that are have Lubbock's in them? Lubbock's is Shooter's World. So if you can find a Lubbock's burn rate chart, that is Shooter's World powder.
There you go. And Bamba Dad says, that's an awesome idea, Markman, reloading, putting stuff on layaway. Well, if the shops do it, why not use it? At the end of the day, if they want to offer it to you, use it. Get your stuff while you can before it gets scarce.
I don't make a lot of money in life. I used to own multiple businesses, and I rolled pretty good. But you know, now these days, I don't have a lot of money to just go walk into a store and spend and buy all that stuff at one time.
So guys, we're coming up. We'll be doing the draws probably in about 5 minutes or so. So it's hashtag Mac51. I can see there's 35 or so on at the moment, and we only have 12 entries. So if you want to get in the entry, let me just quickly show you what I'll give away tonight. I've got my channel logo sticker. We have these new Mossberg stickers I picked up from the gun store. I have a Glock. If anybody wants a Glock sticker, they can put it up or throw it away. I know there's a lot of controversy with Glocks, but there's a sticker there for you.
They work.
Hillbilly Nation sticker. Hillbilly sent me some stickers out, so we have one of those. Mrs. Hotshot sticker. We got these nice FN patches. And of course, my little screwdrivers I always give away. So that's my little bundle tonight. So we'll be doing that first, and then probably 5 minutes after that, Gina's got some stickers to give away as well. So don't forget, hashtag Mac51. That'll get you in there. Yukon 454 has joined us. Thanks for joining us. Really good to see you. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. I'm trying to keep up to date with everybody.
Kyle Lusk.
Yeah, he jumped in here earlier on too. And I watched some of the video of the wedding. I just say this. And Kyle is standing there, super nervous. And he does the whole ceremony with his hands in his pocket. If you noticed that, I know how you feel, Kyle. When I got married, I was super nervous. It was a great day, but it's so nerve-wracking. And you stood there with your hands in your pocket. You looked uncomfortable, but I can see you had a good time, and you've got a good one there. So thanks for sharing those videos online with us. I loved watching them, but I just had to say, I just love to see you standing there with your hands in your pockets.
I recorded the entire ceremony too, and I've got the video made. I just haven't uploaded it, and I told Kyle I would set it private so he could see it first. And if he approves of it, then I'll go ahead and release the video of the wedding.
That'll be good.
I've got some good pictures of all the YouTubers that were there, the family that was there. It was a fun time.
And it looked a beautiful place.
Oh yeah.
The ceremony was outside in the gardens with all was green, and it just looked a stunning place. Just really did look nice. Two Live Moors joined us. Good to see you. Thanks for jumping in. And Piker64, good to see you. He's saying, what's he saying? Good questions. Good answers to some tough questions, Gene. Enjoy the live stream, Mac, man. Thanks for taking the time to do this. Good stuff, guys. I enjoy it. I love doing this. And hopefully the people that come on and sit on the other side doing the interview enjoy it as well, because it's good to get to know. And it's a way for us to get to know the people we see every day on these videos, every day on these panels. It's just nice to know that person. And that's why I do this. I love doing it, and hopefully I'll keep doing it. And anybody who wants to jump on, just drop me a line and we'll get you on. And you know the questions that are coming out. I'm keeping much the same questions the same. If any new ones come up, I'll write them down. And let's just have some fun with it. Okay, so we've done the hunt pistol. Let's have a look. So if your state turned round, I think you believe you're in Ohio, aren't you?
Yes.
So if your state turned around and said, as of today, no more reloading, we are banning it in Ohio, would you move? I know you're saying that to the state, but if it came to it, would it force you to move to a different state if that law was stamped down?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Even though you've lived there and you've built your life there, you'd be gone.
Look, everywhere I go, there I am. I've lived in many places. I've lived in a few different states, and everywhere I went, there I was. Every mirror looked the same.
Yep.
I'd
be gone.
My freedoms.
I love doing this so much. I get so much enjoyment from it, and I would move as well. I wouldn't stay if they did that to us as well. Okay, this was. If you had a choice for like a vacation anywhere in the world, where would you like to go?
To visit?
As a vacation. Say you were offered a 2-week vacation, all expenses paid, anywhere in the world, what would be on your list of places you'd like to go to?
Smoky Mountains.
That's local, isn't it, though? That's America side, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm Canadian. So you wouldn't think you would want to go to, I don't know, Vietnam or China or anywhere like that? There's nowhere else that sort of New Zealand, Australia, nothing else tweaks your interest, really?
No, because of all the places, I've never been outside of the United States or Canada, North America.
Okay.
But every place I've been, it's beautiful. I've never, that's kind of like, let me try to explain this. Like I said before, everywhere I go, there I am. Nature is beautiful. Log cabins are beautiful. Mansions are beautiful. Some people are beautiful. Not all, just some. I would just want to be somewhere where I could relax and enjoy. You know, I've seen the world. I've seen the world's largest freestanding cross. How much more phenomenal can you get than that?
Yeah.
You know, I've ridden a motorcycle through the Appalachian Mountains.
Cool.
I've driven a Mazda Miata top speed out through the Nevada desert. You know, I've been to Vegas. I drove across the the dam. What's
Hoover
the big dam out? The big dam out there.
Yeah, Hoover.
Yeah, the Hoover Dam. I've driven across the Hoover Dam. I don't know if I had to leave the United States, I'd probably say something like Taiwan. I'd want to see something like that, Taiwan or Manila in the Philippines. I'd want to see an exact opposite culture of the way us in North America live.
Gizzard Gary has joined us, and thanks for jumping in, Colt. I really appreciate you. But good night. Be safe.
And the Sistine Chapel.
Well, I was when I lived in the UK. We did a lot of touring. I've been to Spain, Greece, Italy, Germany, France, Tenerife is the islands, Corfu, places like that. And then we went to Canada. When I lived in the UK, we did a trip to Canada, a few trips to America, and I decided I want to move here. So now that I'm living here, we're getting to see some of the phenomenal sites that are in America. And you would never run out of places to go and places to see. It's like Yellowstone. It's absolutely amazing place. Lake Tahoe, up to Tahoe. I want to go to I can't think what it's called. The president's monuments.
Mount Rushmore.
Mount Rushmore is on my list. I've never been to New York.
I have been to New York City. I have ridden the subway. I have gotten my pictures taken with homeless drunks. I met a lady while I was there that took me around bar hopping around Manhattan. And that was before the 9/11 memorial was actually built. It was just a bunch of stadium seating where it was going to be. New York's interesting.
Yeah, I think we go to New York next year with our big tool show, with the Mac tool show. So I'm going to have a chance to go to New York next year, which I'm really looking forward to. So, okay, before we go and do some more, let's do this first draw then, guys. I can see there's a few of you put in. So I'm going to share the screen and we'll do a quick draw for my giveaways tonight. So I'm going to go in and share this screen. StreamYard. Giveaway tool, share. Okay, hopefully you got that up on the screen. So good luck, everybody. We're going to do that, and we'll see who gets the first batch of goodies tonight. And here we go. Elliot, AR Patriot, has got the first bag of swag tonight. Congratulations, Elliot. That's great. So we'll do a few more questions and then we'll do another quick draw later with Gene stickers. So congratulations, Elliot. Let me just check. I don't even know if I've ever sent stuff to you. You got my email, Elliot. Just send over, or my text message, just send over your address and I'll get those things sent out to you. Thank you so much. That's great. Okay, back to the question. What is your favorite powder? First for pistol and then for rifle.
My favorite powder for pistol is Alliant BE86. I have loaded every pistol round with it that I load for, from 380 to 44 mag. It burns well. It's clean. It's just not very well known. But I've been using that since it was first introduced. And I've got a lot of it.
What was it? BH86, you said?
BE86 from
BE.
Alliant.
Okay.
It's a nice medium to medium kind of fast powder, and it's good for everything. I'm not loading max on 10 millimeter, and I'm averaging 1271 FPS with a 180 grain bullet.
Pretty good.
And it's not violent, but it's a heavy hitter. Rifle powder, 48.95. If I had to pick one.
Okay. Two good choices. And I'll be honest, I've never used either of those. Two powders I haven't used.
48.95. You can finagle that around to load just about anything from 223 and up. You can finagle it. Power pistol and H380. That's a good choice.
And then VO says he bought some BE86 during the previous problems, but he still has some as well. So he looks like he likes that as well. Beefer Baron has joined us, and he's put out a hashtag. We are going to be doing another draw, guys. So if there's any new guys just popped in, hashtag Mac51, and we'll do another draw in a few minutes, and we'll get that done as well. What's your opinion on bump stocks?
Stupid.
Great answer.
If you can't pull your trigger fast enough, then just pull it as fast as you can. Okay? You don't need that novelty. I seen a video with Jerry Michalek trying to use one of those. And Jerry could pull the trigger faster than that. That bump stock just gave him problems and inconsistency. You know, he wasn't firing every time.
Yeah.
He took it off and was just like, so yeah, stupid.
But you've never tried one?
I looked at him at a gun show, and after I looked at it and seen how it worked, I put it down and walked away. That's when you could openly buy them.
Yeah. Well, they brought them back now. They got thrown out, didn't they? They tried to ban them, but they got released, and you can still buy them again now. I haven't bought one. One of my friends came out with one on his gun, and to me, it's the stupidest thing there is, because it's got this flat plate that you rest your finger on, and then you pull that back to pull the trigger, and as the bump stock is bouncing, your finger stays on that little plate, so it's bouncing like this, and that's what pulls the trigger.
Yeah.
And I could never get it to do one or two shots, and then it was done. And for 250, 300 bucks they were charging for these bump stocks, I thought, what a total waste of time. And,
you can belt loop it better.
Yeah.
Just saying.
But then the other one then is, what do you think of the triggers that are out that we're fighting to get released back from being banned, the reset or binary or whatever you want to call them? What do you think of those? Do you like them? Do you not like them? Waste of time?
No, those are neat. Those are worth your time and money. A piece of plastic going on your buffer tube is not.
Yeah.
something that's mechanically designed to work that like that is worth it. And I think that's a go in my opinion.
Yeah. And the reason we're talking about that, guys, I dropped a couple of shorts a little bit earlier. I shot one of those reset triggers. It's called a wide open trigger or the Watt trigger. And I dropped a couple of shorts. It's not my trigger. I don't own it. It was from one of my friends that came shooting with me, but it's the first time I shot it. So the first video up is me shooting a suppressed 300 blackout. Very first time I used it, it was a little bit finicky because I was pulling the trigger too hard. But the second video is shooting a 223 through it on his setup. And we did a 30-round mag dump in 5 seconds, 7 seconds, and it flew through, didn't miss one. So check out.
I don't think it was that long.
Probably not, but it was an amazing thing.
It seemed like more like 2.5 to 3. I watched the videos and I was like, "Woo, that's cool."
But yeah, it was good. It was fun. If they bring them back and they say we're allowed to own them, which apparently it's been thrown out in Texas again, which Texas is the big state that if the law gets thrown out in Texas, everybody else seems to follow. And I was told today that those wide open triggers are back available on their website. So, yeah, it's something that's available again. So, and then one of the last ones I got you, Eugene, is I know they're back now, but what do you feel about the braces? So you can have an AR pistol rather than getting an SBR.
Second Amendment. I don't see anything wrong with them. You know, there's pros and cons to everything. It doesn't matter what it is. There's a pro and a con to it. I own them. I like them.
Yep.
Have I tried using them appropriately? Yes, I have. You know, I've definitely tried using them the way they were designed to be used. And for someone that does have a handicap, I believe that this would aid in stability, you know, for going out and having some recreational time.
Yeah. Great.
Plus, you get a guy in a wheelchair with one of those strapped on each hand.
It's going to be badass. It's going to be badass.
Yes, he is Mr. Badass. He is Mr. Rolling Badass at that point. Don't mess with him. He's got, man, that's like Terminator looking stuff.
Yeah. So, guys, we're going to go in and do the second draw now. We're going to be giving away some of the stickers from Reloading from the Hot Pot. So let's go in and share the screen again, and we do a rerun.
Well, wait, let me show what I'm going to give.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Show them what you got.
We got a classic firearm sticker. To match the Glock sticker, we have a Sig Sauer sticker, Republic ammunition sticker, a Welcome Back My Pupils sticker. These are not seen very much. I usually only give these away at the range. My little RFTHP coaster looking sticker. Circle of Life sticker.
Those are so cool.
Last but not least, the Hula Girl.
That is so cool. So hashtag Mac51, guys. You've got about 30 seconds. I'm going to go in and do the stream. And I will go in and do the share the screen, and we'll do this draw. So let's get in and do that. So share the screen again. Giveaway tool. Share. And it's just, we can just do I think I just got hit do draw again. So good luck, everybody. Here we go. Justin Grimm. Justin Grimm. Congratulations. Have I sent stuff out to you before? Let me have a look. No, I haven't. So let me just do this for you quickly, guys. For if Justin's out there, there's my email. You can send your address details to me, and I will forward them on to Gene. And we'll get those stickers sent out for you. So congratulations, Justin. That's great. He's out there. Yeah. So I got my email on the screen there, Justin. Just send it out to me. Send your address out. I'll forward it to Gene, and we get that stuff sent out to you. And congratulations.
I got a little something. I got a little surprise I'll throw in the package too, though, so when he gets it.
That's good. Thank you so much.
I always like throwing a little something extra in, you know.
So we're just about to wind up, guys. We've done the questions, but Gene wants a little announcement that a lot of you reloaders will probably want to hear. So over to you again, Gene.
Yes. I hate to pass this news along, but I do work in the industry, and my boss is one of the players in the industry, and he got these emails. Alliant Powder has ceased production because of lack of chemical that is actually derived from China. All orders have been canceled. All back orders have been canceled for all distributors. and anything outgoing from Alliant production facilities. What is on the shelf now or what is in the distribution houses is it until further notice. Also, IMR is on the edge. IMR powders. We can't find anything IMR in bulk. All we are finding at the shop is a pound here of this, 4 pounds of that, 8 pounds of this, and that's it. He has been on the line for the last couple of weeks trying to get skids of IMR in, and it's not available in the distribution market. So if your local LGS has it, you can find it online. You want to stock up, I would definitely be stocked up until the situation resolves itself.
Yeah, so there you go, guys. You got a bit of inside information there. Straight away, this week it's happened. We thought it might be coming, and it's actually happened now. So get out there, get your powders before everybody else finds out about it, and stock up on whatever you need. If you can afford to buy a bunch of it, just go and do it, because you'll be thankful that you did, because 2 weeks down the line, these powder prices are going to double. You can guarantee these people are going to put prices up so high. So get what you can when you can, enough to carry you through until we're sorted out again. And we always get through it. It's happened before with primers. Mainly primers was the worst one. They started coming back. Now they can hit us with the powder. So just grab it while you can. So a little bit of info there for you. So that's just about it, guys. So a huge thanks tonight for Gene jumping on. He didn't know the questions that would come in. He'd seen some other interviews, so he went through, he answered everything. He didn't hide nothing, didn't back away from anything, which is great. We all learned a lot about Gene tonight. And that's what it's all about. It's getting to know the community, know the people in it. And that's what I'm trying to do. I don't want to put people on the spot or embarrass them or nothing like that. All I want to do is to share what we do in our back lives. You know that he's a fantastic tattoo artist. So if you're ever up there, go and get a tat with him, because I've seen some of his photos when I met up with him, and he does some really superb stuff. So great guy, great all-round guy. And if you don't subscribe to his channel, get in there, subscribe. Reloading from the hot pot. Some great content on there. And again, a huge thanks to everybody in the side chat. Hopefully you enjoyed it, guys. We've had some great questions come through, great feedback with you. You all interacted great, and I love you all. And that's what it's all about. This is what it's all about. Learning, sharing, and being one community. So huge thanks to everybody. And anything else you want to say before you go, Gene? Plug anything? Or
Well, I just want to say thank you very much for this opportunity, MacMan. It was very surprising when you messaged me and asked me if I would do this, and I was excited to do it. And I want to thank everybody out there for the great questions. Thank you for listening to my goofy ass. The older I get, the younger I think I am, and that's just the way it rolls. Other than that, everybody, man, just be good to yourselves. Be good to everybody else. Open the door for somebody. It's not going to hurt. But always remember to keep blowing the smoke.
there you go, guys. Have a great night. Be safe. Enjoy yourselves. And we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody, and good night.